Turn it over to you.
Yeah, first let me start by saying that how devastating it is to hear the news about Terry Hutchins. Our basketball program has been covered by him, I think, for 21 years. And since I've been here, he's been sitting in that seat right there every day. He's covered our team, he's covered our kids. He's been a terrific person to us. So our thoughts and prayers go out to his family right now in this time of recovery. Hopefully some positives can come out of this, but just really hard to take that news. I'm sure a lot of you guys as well are there, but Terry's meant a lot to Indiana basketball, and we're thinking about him in this time.
No one will sit in that seat the rest of the year, just so you know. Okay.
As for tonight, our guys got the win. Don't think we started the game very well. Clearly, they got 19 points on us in the first 4 minutes and turned it over 5 times, so we weren't ready to start the game, and sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens coming off of a big win, a thrilling win like we had. But we were able to manage it back. I thought Devontae played a big role in the first half for us, and then in the second half we were a little bit better, especially in one stretch when we were able to, correct our ball screen coverage on their front court. Their front court ended up hitting, I think, 5 or 6 threes. So we were able to switch that up with a certain lineup that helped. And then 25 assists, clearly we had some guys being unselfish. So all in all, it's a win. We're going to watch the film. We've got to get back to work. Very concerned right now defensively in terms of our 3-point field goal defense and how many they're making in the last 3 games. And that's got to get corrected here as we move into Saturday.
Zach?
You talked about Devontae. I don't know what kind of update there may or may not be on Rob at this point, but just how important is he going to be in terms of maybe playing with that confidence at both ends of the floor if Rob does have to miss time?
Well, yeah, Devontae's a huge piece to what we're doing. And, in his defense, he hasn't had a real great shot at it here early in the year. The month of November, he was hurt. He's had to kind of play his way, into games. And, I was happy for him tonight to be able to bust some shots. That's one thing I think has been frustrating for him in the games. He hasn't been able to make a couple good ones, but he's worked really hard on his shots. So it was good to see them in. But he does a lot for us. And when he's engaged and he's playing well, you see that stat line that he had tonight. I mean, he does a lot. 9 defensive rebounds. I think he had 6 assists, 4 steals. I mean, he clearly had a heck of a night for us, and we're going to need him to step up. I mean, I don't know Rob's situation is he's in concussion protocol, so I don't, from my standpoint right now, we're planning on having to be without him for a while, and Devontae obviously slips right in.
You guys had 4 or 5 turnovers in the first 5 minutes, and then none really in the last 14 minutes of the first half. What changed?
We were really careless. Like I said, the first unit really wasn't ready to go. We almost looked like we were winded, to start the game almost. And the standing around, the one-hand passes, just not detailed. And we got through it, and I thought we played a better game after that. But clearly, the first 4 minutes, our starting unit didn't get off to a great start on either end of the floor.
It seems like the turnovers are one of the few common themes to these slow starts. Is there any way, is it just a matter of just time to fixing those, or is there any way you go about just talking about addressing those kind of common themes?
We just got to beat it into our guys' head how important it is to take care of the ball. When you watch the first 4 to 5 minutes in our last 3 or 4 games, it's just empty possessions. And a lot of it's just trying to go on your own and get away from things before, to start the game, trying to get going, trying to do something that, it's not there. And again, we got to be better there. And then, 12 turnovers we finished with, which is fine, but, clearly the slow starts and some of our starts problematic definitely stems from our offensive execution and just being able to take care of it. So it's a big concern.
I feel Terry compelling me to ask about Romeo's double-double, 11 rebounds after 5 assists. Just, really got a good all-around game.
Good all-around game for him tonight. He rebounded well. He shared the ball really well, and obviously he got his numbers in and around the rim. But very complete game by him, and he's going to need to continue to be that way, especially rebounding for us. He's going to give us another added weapon on the glass, both ends of the floor. When he's able to get a couple second shots, that's big, and then the way he rebounds defensively, that's a big thing for our team, because we're not the biggest team at times out there, and we're going to play against a lot bigger teams.
His 3-point shot still hasn't quite gotten there. Is that just the final step for him?
Yeah, I mean, it's just something that all young guys go through when you get to college. It's not as easy. The shots that you take on is easy to get, especially for him. I mean, he's being hounded pretty good almost every game. We just concentrate on him taking the ones that he knows he can make, that he works on every single day, and we'll go from there. I mean, there's a lot of guys that have started off one way and have finished really strong, so I think he'll be that way.
How nice was it to be able to get guys like Denise and Jake and Clifton some minutes tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just by mere circumstances of our competition and the games that we've played, and it hasn't been what it was. And you know, I think Demizi's going to get back in there. I think Clifton and Jake both should, you know, continue to find ways to, you know, to keep getting better. You know, I was glad they were able to play tonight. It's always good for them. But I see some of these guys that maybe aren't getting as many minutes as we get into Big Ten play, having to play more roles with foul troubles and injuries and whatnot. So, yeah, I was glad we were able to play everyone.
Coach, the third score has been something that you guys have looked for on a consistent basis. Justin Smith has really been stepping up in these last several games. Tonight, him and Juwan go 5 of 5 each from 2-point shooting. It's really pumped up.
Yeah, Justin did a good job. He was on the offensive glass for one, and then in transition, he really ran and he got out and showed some of the, obviously, his finishing ability. Juwan is Juwan, and around the basket, I mean, he is who he is. And, you know, that third score is always going to be by committee with us. I've always felt that way. Tonight it was Devontae. You know, Devontae was able to get out there and play and have an added weapon. Al has been that guy for us. Evan's kind of been that third guy for us as well. So it's going to be by committee. You know, I think the more guys we have that are playing balanced minutes, the more guys we have that are sort of in that stat sheet all about the same. You know, you can't be a 1-2 punch and not have your other guys, you know, being able to take advantage of the plays that those guys can make for you as well. So, you know, Devontae's obviously a veteran. He's got some capabilities to step in there and help us offensively for sure.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.